If freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be, led like sheep to the slaughter. George Washington.
Hi, my name's Haley Hurst.
And I'm Maddie Bruce.
How you doing? My name is AB.
And this is our video on the topic of freedom of speech for risk management class 2017. In 1791, James Madison secured the passageway of the Bill of Rights, which includes the First Amendment to the United States Constitution. And that amendment protects the rights to the freedom of speech, press, assembly, and grievances. James Madison was urged by Thomas Jefferson to get this First Amendment into the Constitution as soon as possible.
So, there are three types of free speech. The first one will be pure speech, which is a verbal expression of thoughts and opinions before a voluntary audience. Courts generally provide strong protection from government regulation.
Here's an example of a protected pure speech. I can state my political opinions freely. For example, I believe the Arkansas nuisance law age should be lowered to 12 years old.
You're good.
An example of an unprotected pure speech is, I cannot say, you should not join the military because the war is wrong. If your draft number comes up, dodge it and leave the country. I cannot say that because that incites cause for illegal activity and could endanger national security.
The second example of a type of free speech is speech plus. Speech plus involves actions like protesting or demonstrating, as well as words. Not generally as protected as pure speech because actions can physically be dangerous. Courts have ruled that demonstrators may not obstruct traffic, endanger public safety, or trespass illegally.
Here's an example of a protected form of speech plus. I can protest peacefully that the NFL does not have enough cheerleaders. This is protected as long as I do so peacefully without disrupting of daily life and or public safety. Here's an example of unprotected freedom of speech plus. I am going to protest on the highway that the NFL should have more cheerleaders. This is not protected because it is federally illegal to protest on active roads.
The third type of freedom of speech is symbolic speech, usually nonverbal symbols that are considered freedom of expression. Highly controversial, courts have sometimes ruled it to be beyond the limits of free speech, meaning that the use of some symbols can never be put under this amendment.
Here are a few examples of symbolic expression. First, I am allowed to hang the American flag in support of this country. As a symbol, it symbolizes my patriotism. I am also protected to burn that American flag because it is protected under the First Amendment. However, I am not allowed to burn a military draft card because that is a federal crime.